Detroit Tigers baseball presented by Meijer.
Which automaker employs the most hourly workers in the country? Ford. Which automaker assembles the most vehicles in the country? Ford. That's not a coincidence. It's a commitment. A commitment Ford dealers share by offering employee pricing across a full lineup of Ford vehicles. Right now, get employee pricing across a full lineup of Ford trucks and SUVs. Offer available on the purchase or lease of the following eligible new 2024, 2025 Ford and Lincoln vehicles only. Excludes all new Ford Raptor models, Mustang Dark Horse, Mustang GTD, and all chassis cab models. U.S. residents only. Prior purchases not eligible. AXZD plan ineligible. Place a new retail order or take new retail delivery from an authorized dealer stock by June 2nd. Some exclusions may apply. So get to your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers and take advantage of employee pricing. You pay what we pay. Think Ford first.
I'm attorney Mark Bernstein at the Sam Bernstein Law Firm. When you're hurt, you shouldn't have to wait for help. That's why when you contact us, we respond fast. You'll have help when you need it most. We're so responsive, we're winning awards. In 2021 and again in 2022, we won the Hennessy Digital Award for fastest responding law firm. Getting help quickly when you need help most, that's the Bernstein Advantage. 1-800-CALL-SAM.
The Sam Bernstein Law Firm, Michigan's first family of law.
Home means something different to everyone. But with Rocket Mortgage, home can mean even more. It can mean a college education, taming your high-interest debt, even a renovation. We've made it easier than ever to use your home equity. That home you worked so hard for, now it can work hard for you. Call 800-4ROCKET or visit rocket.com to find out more.
Rocket Mortgage, LLC, licensed in all 50 states. NMLSconsumeraccess.org, number 3030.
Hear that? That's the sound of saving a good deal more when you shop with M-Perks at Meijer. Some delicious blueberries, money saved. A creamy treat of cookie dough ice cream, that's money saved. Savings, savings, savings. Because every dollar spent is also 10 points earned in M-Perks, which you can use to save on your next grocery trip or up to $1 off per gallon on your next tank of gas. At Meijer, we work hard to help you save a good deal more for a whole lot less. That's bringing more good to life. Exclusions apply. See mperks.com for details.
Early detection saves lives. Schedule your cancer screening today at carmanis.org/inspire.
Tim Jetski here in the 1-800-CALL-SAM studios. Let's look at the out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by Meijer, the official grocery retailer of the Tigers Radio Network. Bottom of the 7th in Boston, Red Sox have an 8-6 lead over the Cardinals. 5-run first for the Red Sox featured a Trevor Story 3-run homer. Cubs lead the Padres 3-1 in the top of the 8th. Bottom of the 5th, the Mets have a 2-0 lead over the Blue Jays. It's tied at 1 apiece in the top of the 2nd between the Rockies and A's in Colorado. Pirates and Yankees scoreless in Pittsburgh in the top of the 2nd. Mariners and Giants getting ready to start just in a couple moments out in San Francisco. Quite a few games still to come later on this evening. A pair of 6:45 starts. Diamondbacks at the Nationals. Phillies will host the Dodgers. Braves look for their first win of the season as they host the Marlins at 7:15. 7:40 the start in Kansas City. Orioles in town to take on the Royals. 8:05 between the Rangers and Rays in Arlington. Brewers host the Reds at 8:10. Finally, the Angels and Guardians will face off in L.A. at 9:38. Here at Comerica Park, the Tigers get a win on opening day as they top the White Sox 7-4. Still to come, Dan Dickerson, Bobby Scales have their final thoughts here on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network presented by Meijer.
Baseball fans, get ready for Grand Slam deals on Ford trucks at your neighborhood Michigan Ford dealer. Like the F-150, tough as a power hitter at the plate.
And inside, comfort tech and game-winning features.
This truck is ready for anything.
Plus, the deals are a home run.
That's right. The deals knock it out of the park every day.
Built tough.
And to win,
don't swing and miss.
All right, stop by your neighborhood Michigan Ford dealer today.
Resetting your password, unsubscribing from emails, printing anything. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your business doesn't have to be one of them, so you can get back to more important things, like learning how that printer works. That's simple human sense.
Ask E.W. Smith in Wyandotte, Flat Rock, and Shelby Township if auto owners make sense for you.
You just slept on it funny.
I think it's supposed to be that color. It's probably just something you ate. That'll clear right up with some aloe. Some chicken soup will have you back on your feet in no time. Not sure. But Mom will probably know.
Don't rely on guesswork. For 85 years, Blue Cross has been providing Michiganders with access to the care and resources they need, and will be ready to help for the next 85 years.
Waldside put the first in 81st. It's Waldside's 81st year in business, so for the first and only time ever, you get 81 months no interest. 81 months with no down payment, plus half off every window we make. It's another first for Waldside. 81 months, no interest, plus half off every window. For a very limited time, call Waldside today, 1-800-521-7800, or go to waldside.com.
Our next game preview is brought to you by Comerica Bank. The one bank has been committed to Michigan since 1849. That's Comerica. Reese Olson against Davis Martin is a matchup tomorrow afternoon. 3-day games against the Chicago White Sox. Davis Martin is a guy who made 10 starts for the White Sox last year. Some solid numbers. I mean, there was a lot to like if you're the White Sox. I think they're really high on this guy, but he's kind of past prospect status, Bobby. He's 28 years old. He made a good first start of the season. So the matchup tomorrow for the Tigers, again, I feel like the matchups are pretty good all weekend long, but you look for the Tigers offense to continue what they've been doing.
Absolutely. No reason to stop. The approaches have been solid, and we've talked about it in this broadcast today. The takes are very good. It's not always what you're swinging at. It's what you're not swinging at and how you're doing it. Good takes, good posture. This team's ready, and we love that when Reese Olson goes to the mound, he's going to fill up the zone with a bunch of strikes and work quickly.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to him to having a big start. He went 4 2/3, gave up 4 runs in his first start. The last batter he faced was a 2-run double off the bat of Teoscar Hernandez in L.A. This is a kid who he's going to be special.
He's going to be very, very good. Top of the rotation starting pitcher for a long time to come. We're just seeing it. I feel like we were on the cusp of watching it last year, and then he got hurt. But now he's feeling good. He's healthy. The ball's coming out of his hand. His breaking balls are sharp. Really looking forward to seeing what we're going to see tomorrow.
1:10 start run the air starting at 12:45. That's going to wrap things up from here at the ballpark. Our thanks to our engineers today. Jenny Hornatsky back in our studios in Southfield. The one, the only Mr. Tim Jetski with us here at the ballpark. From our partner Bobby Scales, I'm Dan Dickerson. Again, the final score on opening day. Tigers beat the Chicago White Sox 7-4. Thanks for listening. Have a great evening, everyone.
Detroit Tigers baseball. Brought to you by Sam Bernstein Law, Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan, Jack Demmer Ford, Corwell Health, Jack Demmer Lincoln, Fago, Mastercraft Heating, Cooling, and Electric, The D Las Vegas, Metro Detroit Buick GMC Dealers, Northville Lumber, Feiger Law, Meyer, Comerica, McLaren Health, Wallside Windows, and Little Caesars Pizza. This is the Detroit Tigers Radio Network.
This Odyssey Sports broadcast has been brought to you by Geico. Switch and save. Get more with Geico.
David, thank you so much. Nothing says opening day like that atrocity of a song. All right, let's get into it. If you're driving over the
One
ball,
more time.
No, please, anything but that. It's so bad. I think we have a lot to talk about. Like, I know on surface it's the White Sox and you win and everyone's happy, but I wanted to expand the conversation a little and see if we could have some fun. Because opening day in Detroit is different than other towns. It is the Thunderdome. It's just different. So here's what I want to do. Half of this is serious, half is not. But the best and worst thing you saw on opening day, both on or off the field, whatever you like. So I'll give you an example. The best thing I saw on opening day was Kerry Carpenter, the official player of this radio show. Kerry Carpenter going deep with a lefty on the mound. It's more what we need to see because I think pound for pound, Kerry Carpenter's their best hitter. He's got to play against lefties. He's the most impactful bat they possess.
Yes.
I loved it. Best thing I saw all day.
Mike, I'm with you. You weren't here, but we talked about it with Rieger. The best way to get him to hit lefties is to bat against lefties. Like, you're not going to get better sitting on the bench. You're not. Okay? Will he take a step back? Maybe, but he gets the experience.
You got to try.
Right.
You got to take April and try.
Right. I don't need, Kerry Hero coming up to the plate in the 7th and 8th inning. Maybe we get him more at bats, and maybe he becomes a key figure in this lineup every day.
So that's the best thing I saw. Now, the worst thing I saw, I have a piece of audio for. Now, I know, look, we've talked about it, okay? I know you're a big fan of 1901 Society.
1857.
All right, well, worst thing I saw was watching the broadcast today, and this audio happened, and I fell over laughing.
I mean, did they at least get food?
Hold on. You open up premium seats, and it ain't ready by opening day. And then she gets set up by the broadcast. Hey, how's food down there, Daniela? I almost wish she would have turned around and go, hey, yeah, well, if there was any, I'd let you know.
Right. I could just see her easily doing the whole neck like,
no food. How about those scenic views?
Right, no food. Omaha.
I'm sorry. I almost died. So, best and worst thing you saw on opening day. I know where you're going with your worst.
Yeah.
What was the best, though?
The best was Carpenter.
Okay.
Same thing.
You're with me on that.
Yeah. Off the left-hander, it's like, yes, I need to see more of that. And I don't care if he gets if you're doing the whole experimental thing all year long, why not put him in the everyday lineup?
Tell you the one thing they're not doing.
Okay?
Jim Costa and A.J. Hinch in the morning. They will not be moving Glaber to third.
So, A.J., Glaber, nay, we never talked about that.
Here's a dramatization. All right.
If you can read thought bubbles,
now,
that's what he said.
Worst thing you saw all day, I have an idea, but go ahead.
Worst thing I saw all day was yet another error by this team. Ryan Kreidler.
No, in fact, he's not.
Ball is hit. He runs in. Wait a minute. That's going deep. Let me stop. Reverse. 180 degrees. Ball goes over his head. They score a run. Now, it's the White Sox. Doesn't matter. Tigers had a gigantic lead. But this is a microcosm of a problem that I see happening all year long.
It's
going to cost you games.
Well, it cost you the Seattle game. We talked about it. They also had a Javi Baez, Cole Keith exchange disaster on a bullet to third. But again, bad throw, and Keith is not a good second baseman. Couldn't come up with a difficult scoop. Kreidler, 2-2 games. It's okay to say it.
Yeah.
But you're right. It's the White Sox big lead.
So people are going to brush it off and be like, did you see the error he made? He's just going to get better, Mike. Okay, maybe.
My whole thing is if you can't hit and all you allegedly bring is your defensive prowess, I shouldn't be seeing two grotesque misplays in 2 games.
Yeah, you better be a Gold Glover if that's all you bring to the table.
Kenny, best and worst thing you saw on opening day. And again, for the people that were at the game, I don't know. Maybe you saw a guy playing the bongos, hammered. Just best and worst thing. Tell me.
Best for me is I think we're going to be a clean sweep here as a show, but Kerry Bonds. Hitting lefty, home run. That's exactly what we wanted to see. We've been banging the drum for that for a while now.
The official Detroit Tiger of this program.
Valenti and Rico brought to you by Kerry Bonds.
That's right.
And the worst was the Baez-Colt Keith exchange. I mean, we said it out there when we were watching the game. Between the two of them, one of them needs to make that play a little bit better. Either a better throw from Baez or a better scoop from Colt Keith.
All right, we go to David. Best and worst. David, how's the food down there?
I mean, we can't even get a voucher here. Go get some pretzels.
We don't know.
We don't know that.
Just know this happened with the fences a couple of years ago, where it looked like a Home Depot special to start the season. Like, what is it with these guys? You can't get things done by the time the season starts.
Maybe opening day just snuck up on them.
Oh,
Yeah,
death taxes and opening day.
I mean, because it's not like it's in April.
No, I just felt for the people.
What if somebody wrote a song about it?
You paid the money to go down there and be a part of the society, and you're like, I'm famished. Where's the grub?
So
let me help you.
Here's your private seat. Okay, where's the food? Okay, funny you mentioned that.
And they set her up so bad.
Because here's some brochures of what you'll be eating later on this year.
Here's a paper.
It's very tasty.
Here's a paper cutout of a piece of prime rib.
All right, my bad. We owe you. We owe you that, okay?
I also enjoy Kerry Bonds, but I'm going to go a little different here. I'm going to go with Torkelson. Got another hit, hitting 320 for the year so far. He looks pretty good at the plate. Forced another walk earlier in that game with a really good at-bat. So I'm going to go Torkelson for what I think was the best for today because he just continues.
Look, he's another one of these paradigm shifters. If Torkelson is good, and it's a big if, right? We talk about it with Mize and Torkelson. If one of the number one picks can get it together, it changes the way you feel about this team, and it changes the upside. Look, add Torkelson. Is he the right-handed bat they didn't add in free agency? It's way too early, but at least he's showing signs. And a couple of gems in the field. But okay, David, I'll go with it. Now, worst thing you saw on opening day.
Worst thing is I'm going to double down on what Kenny said as the worst thing. That combination of Javi and Colt Keith, third and second, that just can't happen. Whether it's a bad throw, whether it's a bad scoop, you cannot have that issue at third and second. It's a routine play.
David, the funny thing is, I was telling Mike in pre-show, pitching chaos worked. They brought back the sequel, defensive chaos. Whether you like it or not, we're in it. And I got a feeling this won't be as successful as pitching chaos. They're going to lose some games. It's frustrating because, kind of like the 1901 club. Did you not know the season was coming up?
Okay. You know what?
Allegedly.
We never should have had
Feels
the
like
audio. I knew Rico would not be able to move past
I got it right. 1901, 1852. Where's Kevin Costner?
It was just funny because you'd think everybody on the broadcast would be like, hey, don't ask about
whatever
the food.
you do, don't mention the food.
Hey, how's the food down there?
Damn it.
Uh-oh. How do I politely say there isn't any? The seats are comfortable.
Right. Seriously, I just Omaha. No.
Red 7. 248-539-9797. David, we'll get some ticket texts. We'll get to the people as well. Best and worst thing you saw on opening day. Tigers win. Kerry Carpenter, 2 home runs, goes deep on a lefty. All good. Flaherty pitched well. Get healthy against the White Sox. Get above 500. And we move on to the next. That's the mission. Just don't ask about the food in the old chalet. Whoa. 97.1. I know it's ridiculous. I find it that funny. I'm sorry.
Me too.
Technisha, the beer from Old Nation, the one no one can pronounce, but everybody drinks, a light, crisp, German-style Pilsner, crafted with 4 ingredients. Every sip shows the craftsmanship and the reason why Old Nation wins so many awards. And after a long day, it's the first beer their brewers reach for. Says it all. Respectfully brewed in Williamston using only natural, high-quality ingredients. Taste the difference for yourself. Support local. Support independent. The last large, truly local and independent brewery in the state of Michigan. 21 and up. And as always, Old Nation reminds you to please drink responsibly. You guys have got to let that go. Come on. Jeez. Hey, real quick, I know it's opening day. I hope everybody gets home safely and Tigers win and carry it a homer against a lefty. He is my official Tiger, so I'm excited. One quick note, just not being an alarmist in any way. We talked about this the other day. The injury report is out now. Kate Cunningham's not going to play again tonight.
Yeah, I saw he got bumped up to questionable.
Well, yeah, from day to day to questionable. I don't know.
So I thought that kind of meant, okay, we're probably going to see him. He went from questionable, doubtful to questionable.
What is it? Like in the NFL, questionable means you're playing. In the NBA, I feel like questionable means you're out for 6 months.
Questionable means we're going to flip a coin.
Okay.
And depends on.
So maybe he plays tonight then.
See, I thought this was going to be a warm-up type of situation where he goes out there, tests the calf out, does some cuts and says, you know what, I'm playing. Or maybe I need to sit it out another game.
He's been out. It was supposed to be something quick. This is where I always say, we talk about it. There are certain injuries fans think, it's no big deal. Calf injuries are super tricky. Mm-hmm. Just keep an eye on it. Because even the other night, he was a little gimpy walking around on the bench.
Yeah, because what I found out just through years, you're better off breaking a bone because at least you know the timetable.
So, wow, Rico just killed Cade Cunningham.
No.
Let's get to the people. 248.
See you guys on Monday.
539-9797. We go to Chris, 97.1. What's up, Chris?
Hey, guys. 64-year-old lifelong Tiger fan, and I wanted to ask you guys your impressions about looking at a game for the first time in my life and seeing empty seats behind home plate because there's a new corporate section. Friends came to the pub after the game, and they told us that those seats are $500 a piece or maybe $100,000 for the season. We're upset about it and wondered what you thought.
Yeah, Chris, look, I would be lying if I acted like the Tigers are the only team to do it. I've been through it with the Yankees where those seats largely sit empty. Nobody uses them. There have been playoff games. They're empty. I don't want to judge the seats on how they look because I don't know if the TVs here at the station are calibrated properly, but I know the dark green, the homage to Tiger Stadium, that's not what they looked like on TV. It felt a little bit more Gloria Estefan turquoise.
Yeah. Let's just say they look blue, light blue.
But Chris, I think the thing that cracked me up was, like I said on the broadcast, it's like if you're going to open this thing, you might want to be able to offer people the all-inclusive part of the $500 or $600 ticket. Yikes.
Yeah.
But no, it's something you're going to have to get used to, and I'm not telling you to like it, but this is what these teams are doing, and I'm with you, Chris. It's a weird. It's jarring, but I tell you what, by May 1st, I don't think you're going to blink an eye. You're just going to get used to it.
All right, fellas, go.
You got it, Chris. Appreciate you, buddy. And again, I don't have a problem with premium seating. I don't have a problem with a team wanting to make money. But I just thought that was funny. Mm-hmm. And it's just, again, I don't think this market can support that because you don't have the star power. Look, when the Tigers were in their heyday and you had JV and you had Miggy, and you had V-Mart, Prince Fielder, whatever. You had a pitching staff of 4 Cy Young winners. Yeah. You could support that. Nobody's paying that to watch Zach McKinstry.
Yeah, especially, when you knew that, you got a bunch of pitchers, and at any given night, you could see a no-hitter, you could see something special.
You pumped up for a little Maeda? Get you down to that 1901 Society?
Oh, yeah.
Here's an air burger.
I'm there.
I'm sorry. I'm sure the food will be coming soon. I would hope. Let's go to Cameron, 97.1. Cam, what's going on, buddy?
Happy opening day, fellas.
Yes, sir.
So, best thing for me today, man, I don't know. Riley Green's bomb out to right field, an absolute missile.
Yeah.
He's got 3 home runs in the first week. I think that just goes to show that he could possibly be maybe over that 30 home run mark for the season. I think his power numbers could be greatly improved this year.
Yeah, and the key in all of it, him and Carpenter provide you with the left-handed power you need in this ballpark. Cameron, I swear, for my whole life, I've talked about how the Tigers refuse to get left-handed power. Pull power. That's what you need in this park. They got 2 guys that can provide it. So it's a very good sign early. And Carey getting off the schneid and getting 2 today, including 1 off the lefty. Yes.
Oh, yeah. And then the worst thing for me, I know he came in mop-up duty, but there's no way we can trust Kenta Maeda in high-leverage innings at all this season. It made a 9th inning that was supposed to be just a walk in the park, a breeze, kind of everyone was like, okay, well, what the hell? Is this going to be a blown game?
In fairness, Kreidler played a role in that. I was about to say, come on, let's be fair.
He did. I will agree with that, but still, Kenta Maeda will not be able to pitch high leverage innings this season.
I think that's the issue for people, that if you're not all in or you're not on the team's payroll, you look at some of this and you go, okay, we are a playoff team. We're in the AL Central. No one in this division spent money. And on a day in and day out basis, look at the things we're talking about. Why is Ryan Kreidler here? Javi Baez is still here. Maeda's a gas can. Oh, game's on the line. I got McKinstry at the plate. Look, injuries are a part of it. I'm not going to defend the team, but I'm not going to hammer them. But it is a frustrating thing when you look at the big picture, because you're talking about guys who shouldn't be here. Like that's what it boils down to. Like, what is their issue? You got to just get Maeda out of here. There's no role here. No room at the inn. See ya. And for Baez, look, I know we can't move Gleyber to third. I know he refuses. I know AJ's mad about it.
No, we don't talk about it.
We could. I'll talk about it till I'm blue in the face.
Not me and you. That's just what AJ said.
You decided to guarantee a spot to a guy that has no business being guaranteed said spot when he led the league in errors with 18 of them last year and has range like Kenny having to go to the bathroom. Like, it's ridiculous.
Bro, when I heard that interview, I was like, okay.
Yeah, but what did I tell you when they signed him? He turned down more money from Washington. They wanted him to play third. Why you would guarantee him second base, I have no understanding. None. Now, if he was an elite second baseman, there's a different conversation to be had. Right. I got nothing. Look, if the Red Sox can move Rafael Devers off of third base and make him a DH, I'd like to think Gleyber Torres on a one-year deal doesn't quite have that leverage. Yeah. But it's just, I get where fans get frustrated. And the Kreidler thing, you have to be an exceptional defensive player if you can't hit and you're going to play center field. There's just nothing else to it. I don't care who they play in center, but it can't be Kreidler. That's back-to-back games.
Right. I mean, the opposite of Justin Henry Malloy, like he can hit, he can't field, but at least he can go up to the plate and hit.
I know.
So he earns his spot as a DH.
I know.
Now, if he goes up there and strikes out all the time, it's like, son, why the hell are you here?
David, you're shaking your head. I know we got ticket text to get to, but go ahead. What are you going to say?
It is frustrating because late innings, when they make the switch and they put Ryan Kreidler out there as center, you're expecting better. You're expecting it to. That's what you're expecting,
right? Because I was like, when did they move
in the wrong direction?
Yeah, it's very painful that we have to deal with another injury to Parker Meadows. This is just something we deal with every year. And it's like, just talking to Kenny, he just glides in center, just makes it look easy.
Meadows is like Tracy McGrady of baseball. It looks like he's not trying, except he's just that good.
He got there, yeah.
He's going 70 miles an hour, and it looks like he's walking like Michael Myers.
He, in fact, does go very fast.
Indeed. David, the ticket text on opening day, please.
Someone says, I love the show. The best thing today was Carpenter hitting a home run. The worst thing was Birchie eating a hot dog on the pregame show.
What?
He's saying it looked pretty
like
bad.
On TV?
On TV, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wait, he's
Fox
a part
2.
of the TV.
Fox, they did the local stuff, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't locked in on a pregame show for opening day. Excuse me. Go ahead. You're like, oh, Fox 2.
He got more food than the people in the premium seat.
Stop. You got to stop. Now, come on. It's getting gratuitous.
All right, best thing.
Hold on. You know what? And
that actually was pretty good, Kenny.
I'm going to applaud it. That's Kenny's best work. It really is.
I'll see you on Monday.
I would love to know, and I don't know. Maybe the team told people months ago there won't be no food for you for a while. I don't know. The whole thing is whether they told people or not. It's just a crazy concept. It's opening day. And look, they can announce whatever they want. The tickets are sold. It's fine. It didn't seem to have the juice of a normal opening day. Mm-hmm. You said it. Downtown was booming. There were empty seats in the park. Lord knows the 1901 Society wasn't full. Can't blame people. I mean, tickets are expensive, and candidly, it doesn't sound like food was an option. So it's good work by Kenny. I'll allow it. I just don't know. Like, what do you tell people? Hey, thanks for joining the society.
I mean,
little footnote. It won't be food opening day.
We're working on that.
We'll get to it.
We're going to circle back to it.
For right now, as they said on the broadcast, enjoy the view.
Yeah, we're going to circle back in a few weeks, but you know what? Enjoy the game.
David.
This is why we enjoy the ticket text. So we weren't there. We want to know what happened, okay? Best thing, Riley Green bomb. Worst thing, the scoreboard operator.
What happened?
We need
need
get
more
some
details.
Answers. Yeah.
What happened?
Let us know, people.
I'm
What happened
shocked
to the
we haven't
scoreboard?
gotten a slew of texts complaining the script tiger was gone.
Oh, you know what? We haven't. I haven't seen one
No,
text
there
yet.
are a lot of people.
You know why? They won, so you didn't notice.
I know, but people look.
No,
made
people
a real
know.
big deal.
Right, it was a big deal, and then they went out there and they won the game, and now you're like, well, I don't care. Now had they lost, where's the keyhole? Where's this? Where's that? Where's our food?
No, no.
Best thing was Jack Flaherty. Worst thing of the day was the TV broadcasters. Owen in a car. Another one says best thing was Riley Green and Kerry Carpenter. The worst thing was Kenta and Kreidler. Best thing I saw was Kerry and Riley's power. The worst thing I saw was the D Shop not selling Kerry Carpenter jerseys.
What?
Whoa.
How do they not have Carp jerseys?
Whoa.
It's their best hitter.
No, you know what? You probably got to go and buy him in the 7th inning. That's when they bring him out.
For him to have some of the moments he had in the playoffs last year and you don't have
David,
his
he's one of your-
jersey to
he's
start
one of your
this
best.
season?
I thought they'd be selling his team-issued headband he was wearing last year. Remember the little tie-dye
yes.
reset?
Remember that.
I do.
Jeez, no respect for my guy, huh?
Someone gives an update. They say the scoreboard was an inning off the entire game.
All right, listen, it was a dress rehearsal.
It's opening day for everyone.
Oh, boy.
It's the White Sox. It's the soft open.
Someone else says the
I love
Tigers.
Rico's answer for everything. Hey, Rico, Wall Street crashed today. It's the White Sox.
Another one here says the Tigers' PA announcer announced a White Sox pitcher when a Tiger pitcher was coming in. So it is opening day for everyone.
We'll get it ironed out. There's been some injuries in the PA team, okay? We're dealing with some replacement level.
April.
Okay, just...
April in the D.
I'm just waiting for Rico to tell me there's an overturned 18-wheeler and it's the White Sox fault.
You know what? I'm going to check my cameras.
Yeah, let me check my cameras. Man, the White Sox suck. All right, FanDuel, America's #1 sports book. Best place to bet on sports. Absolutely loaded calendar this week. You know you've got Augusta around the corner. You got Final Four Saturday night. FanDuel's got it all. And Rico blessed the parlay I offered the people, which was, and I guess it ain't get rich quick. Duke money line under Houston, 159.5 plus 165. Best I could figure out on Saturday. FanDuel.com/ticket. Make every moment more. 21 and up, present Michigan. First online real money wager only. $5 first deposit required. Bonus issued. Non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms. Sportsbook.fanduel.com. You got a gambling problem. Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Happy opening day. Tigers win. Carpenter hits 2 homers, one off a lefty. Riley Green damn near put the thing on the booze patio. But boy, some other things where you're going, oh dear, the defense, couple of gaffes again. Maeda, who nobody wants here, but whatever. They won, and as Rico put it, it's the White Sox. Let's go to the people.
Well, the reason why I say it's the White Sox, it's the flip side of people freaking out when they got swept by the Dodgers.
Which was ridiculous.
And it's like, guys, that's the Dodgers. They're going to make a lot of people look bad. So it's the White Sox. Enjoy your wins, but it's the White Sox.
Also, what were you just saying? Lamar Jackson is cousins with Dale Earnhardt Jr.? Or what the hell were you babbling on about?
Thanks for listening, Mike.
Well, the music was on. We had things to do. What happened?
I said apparently there was a 2-day legal tiff over the use of the number 8 logo between Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Lamar Jackson, but they've come up with a resolution.
Oh, my dear God. Okay. Yep. It was better I didn't listen. Let's go over to Alex in Royal Oak. Alex, what's going on?
Hey, good to talk to you guys. Happy opening day.
Same to you, buddy. What's up?
I just want to talk about the scoreboard because you guys said you didn't know. They were showing Skubal as the starting pitcher for the entire first inning. All the stats were wrong throughout the game. For the entire game, it was a mess.
Oh, dear. Okay. Now I understand why the ticket text is flooded. What was the best thing you saw? Because you've just told us the worst, I assume.
Yeah, if I'm picking anything throughout the game, Kerry Carpenter is one of my favorite players. If I'm going to get to see a Kerry Carpenter 2 home run inning, I'm going to love that.
Yep. Yeah, I'm with you. And I mean, Alex, look, Carpenter and Torkelson, I think they hold the key if this offense is going to be good enough to get through. If you can stack Riley Green, Torkelson, Carpenter, that's a core not only with lefty, righty, lefty, but it's a core where all 3 guys have 30 home run power. Like that's
and Carp needs to be able to hit against righties and lefties because they're scared to put him in against everyone. If he can do that against righties and lefties, that's huge.
Yeah, like today. Hit a homer off a lefty. Yeah. Alex, I need him in there every day. I do. I just don't think you have enough offense to sit your best hitter. And look, if he goes 50, 60 at bats early in the year against lefties and just can't hack it, it's a different conversation. But I'm with Rico. Right. You rip the Band-Aid off, you play him. He's your best hitter. And he wears a tie-dye colored headband sometimes. You have to play guys like that. You have to. It's science.
I mean, it looks like, well, they sent Torque down. Now he's back up hitting. It looks like maybe he's worked out the mechanics, and he seems like an everyday, regular type of player.
Talk to me May 1st.
I'm just going to go ahead and accept it right now.
Okay, that's fine.
You're just being negative.
No, I'm not.
You know what? I'll buy you a
Hey, here's Rico on tariffs. It's the White Sox.
Oh.
Let's go to Austin, 97.1.
Don't get me started.
Austin, what's going on, pal?
Hey, guys. Happy opening day.
Yes.
Hey, Austin.
So, yeah, I was the texter who talked about the D shop not having the Carpenter jerseys.
How is that possible?
I don't know. So this was actually my first opening day at the park. So I was feeling a little ambitious, and I said, okay, whoever hits the home run, I'm buying their jersey today.
Sure.
So then my buddy and I, we called the Carpenter home run, and before Carpenter touched home, I was out of my seat on the way to the D shop. I get there. They have Skubal, Green, Baez, Torkelson.
Whoa. Hold on. Stop the clock.
What, Skubal?
No. Go back. What was the third name you said?
Either Baez or Torkelson.
Okay, timeout. Austin, you're telling they're stocking Javi Baez jersey? Who would be insane enough to spend their money on a Baez jersey?
What are they going to do? Ship them off to a third world country?
Yes, that's what they do when a team loses the Super Bowl. It's all little poor kids in Panama running around in a Rams won Super Bowl. One problem, the Patriots won. Austin, hold on. Are the Baez jerseys at least discounted like Lethal Weapon 3 on Blu-ray?
I think they had Baez in the retail shop and the D shop. So, yes, some were discounted, but some were full price.
Oh, my God. Wow.
So then I go to right field to the team store, and I see the Your Name Here jersey, so you can customize it. So I have to go in and get a customized Carpenter jersey. So I wait a couple innings, I go pick it up, and they say, yeah, we're not supposed to do that, but here you go.
Not supposed to do what? Give you the best hitter on the team?
Yeah, exactly.
What are they supposed to do?
Because you get it customized, you normally get your last name on it.
Oh, so it's for like dinglings like Gator who put like Gator 69 on his jersey.
Yes.
Unbelievable.
I don't know why Gator just took a strike.
No, I'd like to apologize. Austin, thank you. I will apologize. It was not, I just am like, why? make it so difficult for Austin. Yes, Evan.
I'm going to guess they're not stocking up on those Baez jerseys. They just still have them from
There
when he
it
first
is.
Evan, ship them to Belize.
Well, and the
no
ones that are
one's buying
discounted,
them.
I'm going to guess, are the big name that they had last year that they're trying to get rid of, too, because they went back to the regular lettering on the back of MLB jerseys.
Yes.
So
The
right up-
Carpenter one, I have no idea.
So you get the Javi Baez, buy one, and you also get the 2024 Kansas City Chiefs Super Bowl champions.
Right. Who? They should have like a special prize that if anyone pays full price for a Baez jersey, it's like, hi, you're on candid camera. Like you give them tickets or something. Like,
Dude, is that not a documentary? We should go to every city in America, find the most hated person, sit at their pro shop, and then the people that buy their jersey, we say, why?
Right. We just want to talk to you. How did you arrive at the point you paid full price for a Baez
It's like when
jersey?
Charlie Villanueva was here. Who was buying that?
What about DJ Rob C? All right.
Yeah, but he got them for free.
I know. I can't.
I wonder if anybody's buying the Baez jerseys.
No, what it needs to be is like Willy Wonka. When you would you would buy
Yes,
the Wonka
you know
bar
what?
and get a golden ticket. You buy it, confetti comes down from the ceiling.
Mike, I bet
music.
you this. You could somehow stitch a $100 bill in that jersey, and at the end of the year, go back and get your $100 bill.
I wish we could do
Like
a
nobody bought it.
Like a
it's-
VH1. Where are they now? The man who bought Buy It. Like, I gotta know who rolls up and pays full price for that. And I just want to interview them. I want to talk to them.
President of the Baez fan club.
There isn't any.
There's no fan club for Baez.
Maybe one.
Yeah, his family.
People would burn the jersey for warmth. Nobody's wearing that. I'm with Evan. There should be like an investigation. Like, do you know what are you doing this on your own volition? Were you threatened? It's like when they ask you about the bags at the airport and they're like, hey, don't carry bags for don't buy a Baez jersey for anyone else.
If somebody hands you this bag, I'm telling you, if we took a $100 bill and just somehow put it in that, pinned it in inside the jersey, that it's not visible, only you would know if you bought the jersey. You're like, hey, there's $100 in here. Yeah, congratulations, you're the one.
I think Mike just solved the homeless population.
Okay.
They can either wear them or burn them for warmth. Are we really doing this? I prefer burning.
I will listen.
We may be going a little too far.
No, I don't want to get in trouble, but I would personally put the $100 bill in the jersey. If I would do it just because who is spending? Well, I mean, what is it? $129.99? Does that sound about right? Is it more?
I think so.
So we put the $100 bill with a note saying, "There's another 100, but you have to call and let us know."
Why did you do
You never
this?
received the call.
Yeah. Why did you do this? That's the only question we want to ask.
At that point, it's paid for. You've paid for the jersey and you're making money. So give us a call. We'll send you the other 100. We just need to know why.
Or maybe you get a Gibbs 26 jersey or Jamison Williams number 9 jersey with that.
We didn't get to that today, but that's a rough look. The Lions, you got Jahmyr Gibbs changing his number to 0. One problem. Website's not updated. 26 will still cost you the full potato. You got to coordinate the website with the announcement.
You would think.
You hope nobody goes and buys the damn jersey and they're like, what do you mean he changed his number?
Because I don't think you're going to be like, nah, I don't think you're going to give him a refund and be like, oh, can I exchange that for a 0?
You know whose fault that is? The White Sox.
It is.
248-539-9797.
What happens when you play the White Sox in April?
Here's Rico.
With Xfinity, you can take the power of your home internet almost anywhere. Do more of what you love in the places that you go the most with internet and mobile together. Plus, Xfinity Mobile has Wi-Fi Power Boost, giving you ultra-fast Wi-Fi no matter where you are at the coffee shop, you're in line at the grocery store, heck, you were at the game, driving home from the game, hopefully in the passenger seat. You'll love how fast you can stream or the game with Xfinity Internet and mobile together. Now through April 17th, get a 300 megabit Xfinity Internet and one unlimited line of mobile together. Get this, $30 a month for 1 year with no annual contract and save $1,000 in your first year over Verizon and AT&T. Plus, ask how you can get a premium free 5G phone. Visit Xfinity.com. Call 1-800-XFINITY or visit the store today. Requires paperless billing and auto pay with a store bank account. Restrictions apply. Equipment taxes and fees extra after promo. Regular rates apply. Actual speeds vary. Savings compared to Verizon 5G Internet Plus One Unlimited Welcome Line and AT&T Internet 300 Plus One Unlimited Starter SL line. Xfinity Internet required. Reduced speeds after 30 gigabits of line usage. Data thresholds and actual savings vary.
All right, so I know it's opening day, but we can't do a show without a little football. Plus, this is like Rico's Christmas. Shedeur Sanders showcase day at Colorado. Dave, a little music, please.
Showcase week.
Yeah, let's start there in Colorado.
Come on, Rico's excited.
Yeah.
Come on.
Pro day.
Why do you do this?
You love this guy. Don't run from it.
No.
Don't hide your love.
No. It is, I said, he's never had an offensive line. He'll go to the league and actually have 5 guys who will not just say, ole, and let people run past.
And I hear you, and that's wonderful. But, I mean, this is April 4th. We're late in the draft process. What do you actually learn?
I mean, the pro day to me is either it's going to reinforce what you already thought of this kid, or it's going to say, yep, I knew it. He has these deficiencies. ESPN turned this into a week, okay?
Oh, it was.
They've been hyping this up all week. And I know Mike's over here saying, oh, this is my – it was overkill, okay? It's just a pro day. You're not even going – it's not even a 7-on-7. You're throwing against air. That's gotten a lot of GMs fired because, okay, he could throw the ball deep and he could do this and he could do that. I just think that he's athletic enough. I saw what he did in games that I said, man, if you give this guy an offensive line, I'm not putting him in. He's not a first ballot Hall of Famer. I just think that he would actually he's one of those guys I think will have a better career at the next level because he actually has protection.
So many words. I stopped listening. I hate Shedeur. I'm done. I'm out.
Well, let's talk about the other
your
guy.
love for him is immense, and I'm happy for you. It's almost
because I can be critical. That's a love.
No, it's Kevin Costner and Whitney Houston. There's a bond between you and Shedeur. You love him.
You and David can finish this.
You love him.
I'm done. I'm done.
Let's talk about the other
David.
guy.
Don't look at me. Look at him.
The other guy in the pro day or at the pro day was Travis Hunter.
Oh, boy.
And this statement was said on NFL Network during the pro day. It says, many people have his player comp as Justin Jefferson.
Dear
what are we doing here? You talk about overhype. Justin Jefferson? Travis Hunter? No, thank you. All right, Rico, you're not going to say it.
I'll do it. I think comping anyone to one of the great receivers.
Heaven forbid I say something, I'm in love with him. So go ahead.
No, you do love Shedeur. It's okay. You love him.
I think that he just didn't have any talent.
So Justin Jefferson comps, can we just all agree that's wildly out of line?
I don't even know if he's going to play wide receiver.
Right.
Thank you. Look, we're in hyperbole season. Welcome to the lead up to the draft, everybody.
Ironically enough, if you were going to give him a comp, I think the highest comp you would give him would be his former coach in Deion Sanders, who was good on the defensive side but played some offense. Okay, if you told me, or like maybe a Charles Woodson at Michigan type of thing, but Justin Jefferson, if that was the case, then he would be wide receiver 1. He would be at the top of the draft.
Thank you. And it just doesn't make sense to me because they tweeted out this photo of him doing his routes during the pro day, and it says, oh, nasty routes here. I mean, he's going against no one at the pro day. So what are we talking about, nasty routes?
And going back to Shedeur, it's what gets GMs fired.
It always goes back to Shedeur.
No, I'm saying it's because you're going up against nobody.
Right. I blame the White Sox.
You know what? You've been a problem all day.
Let me get to
By the way, hey, you'll forgive me. Check your phone.
I got 23 minutes to go.
You'll forgive me. Check your phone. This is a treat for you. We referenced Birchie on the pregame on Fox 2. I have sent you the evidence.
I got it.
It really zoom in on that.
Oh, I don't need to. It's
okay.
Let me get to this next rumor.
Yes,
this is a draft rumor.
Is that Donald Trump eating a hot? Oh, it's Birchie.
This is a draft rumor, but it's a 2026 draft rumor, and it's coming from Adam Schefter. It says there is no guarantee that Texas QB Arch Manning will enter the 2026 draft. Quote, sounds like he certainly could be staying beyond next year. I'm not a college football insider, but none of the Mannings ever went out early, and I don't know with NIL money being what it is, why Arch would do different.
Okay. Well, this is called filling airtime. Adam Schefter admitting, I don't know what I'm talking about, but here's an opinion a year away. Extrapolated data from 30 years ago. Here's the deal. The guy played at a small high school in New Orleans. I think it was Carson Newman or whatever it is. He had he had like a 12-year-old's body. He needs to put on 30 pounds. He redshirted. He barely played last year. I think it will, beginning, middle, and end, who is up at the top of that draft, and the Manning family is going to dictate whether they're going to allow this kid to go. If it's the New York Giants, bet your ass Arch is going.
I was about to say,
period.
I see the Giants or the Jets, some major big-time city. Yes, he's going to leave. But other than that, him going back, to me, it sounds like the people who try to tell you, well, Cooper Flagg there's no guarantee he's going to leave for the NBA.
Oh, really?
Okay. You know what? It's your opinion. You can have it, but come on, man. Ain't nobody buying this.
Correct. So the Raiders here are targeting Ashton Genty as their top 10 pick, according to reports. So Genty being a top 10 pick, I've seen him at 6, I've seen him at 8, I've seen him at 10, I've seen him at different places. Seems to be a lock that he's going to be a top 10 selection. So I'm going to ask you here.
Yeah.
Yes, on April 4th. What is your lock of the draft right now?
The Giants will screw it up. No, like a player?
Player.
Well, we've got to. Okay, does this qualify? I got a bet on the board with Rico. I said Quinn Ewers will go in the top 4 rounds.
Can I put it back up on the board without it getting erased by Jimmy?
What the hell happened to that? Right.
Jimmy was just on a cleaning spree.
He was like the maid from the Jetsons yesterday. I didn't know what happened.
Like Jimmy went, I guess I got to get all this off.
A place for everything and everything in its place. All right. That would be my lock.
Quinn Ewers. Within the first 4 rounds?
A third quarterback will go in the first round. Jackson Dart will go in the top 18 picks. How about that? Is that?
He visited the Steelers today. Okay.
Is that fun enough?
Yeah, sure. You got a lock that you can think of.
Oh, say it. Say it.
Cam Ward going 1?
No. Try again.
Abdullah going 2.
Try again. You know what you want to say. Say what's on your heart.
A quarterback going to the Giants at 3?
Shedeur Sanders is going to go top 3. He's
Deion
dreaming.
Sanders believes that one of the two, Hunter David, or Shedeur, is going to Cleveland.
Just because he's pissed me off. Me and you.
Shedeur to the Giants.
David, me and you are about to come into agreements. Okay?
Okay.
Where 2 or 3 agree.
Okay.
All right? Shedeur Sanders drafted New York Giants. I need that. Why?
I'll root for him.
Just for him.
I'll root for him.
Just for him.
I root for the helmet. The Black Caucus has spoken.
And then let's close it out with this because, yes, we all know there's going to be 3 Christmas games.
All streaming, by the way.
The story here is that, like the Lions and the Cowboys have Thanksgiving, the Chiefs
say it right or I don't acknowledge it. Thank you.
That's what the Lions and Cowboys have. Oh, yeah, I could have went.
Or Xavier Legette, right? There are variations.
Yes. Well, the Kansas City Chiefs want to do that for Christmas. They want to be the team that plays on Christmas every year.
Let them.
Problem is, they won't always have Mahomes. They will not always have a connection to Taylor Swift. So what is the benefit here? Should the NFL just be
they become
flexible?
A brand. They're a brand, David.
Here's the thing. Yes. Because think about it. The Lions, let's take away the last 3 years. They've been a joke. They haven't won on Thanksgiving.
So getting blown out by Joey Harrington and the Miami Dolphins isn't fun to watch on Thanksgiving?
No. Michael Vick coming and carving you up like a turkey? No.
Peyton Manning doing it for the Colts?
Guys, what are we doing here?
I'm sorry.
The point is the NFL, the Chiefs draw eyeballs. You figure Mahomes has got 10 years left. They make a decision today, they could change it later. My problem is they're doing 3 games on Christmas Day, all streaming. That means they're selling each of those games for $150 million. It's greed upon greed. There's no need for it. It's Christmas.
Yeah, it's not necessary to be forced to find the game on a streaming
But
service.
if Shedeur is on, Rico's in.
But the thing is that if you do the Christmas game, just know it doesn't mean you're going to win. It just means it becomes your brand. And I got a feeling if this thing takes off, other NFL teams will get jealous. Remember, they tried to take it away from the Lions because they kept losing. They're like, well, let's give it to somebody else because they don't win this game.
If I'm the Lions, I do the Thanksgiving thing because it's my tradition. I don't need another short week turnaround in there.
True.
I don't want to be on that Christmas game.
But that's true.
I mean, we could talk about it. They're out. They're in for this right now. They want to strike while the iron is hot. They're popular. So long as it's not a home game, I think the Lions will be fine with this.
Okay.
That is in football today.
Best dealers in town, Moran Buick GMC, where you always get the best price, period. Right now, GM employees and immediate family members lease a 25 Buick Encore GX Preferred, $199 a month, 24 months, or a 25 Sierra Elevation Edition, $298 a month. Plus, everyone gets employee pricing. Both 24 months, low mileage leases, $999 down. You schedule a certified service appointment at Moran. They hook you up with a free loaner as well. You don't have to stare at a wall all day. You go about and live your life. MoranExpress.com. Inventory, make your pick. MoranExpress.com or in-store on Telegraph, just north of Eureka and Taylor. It's Moran Buick GMC. We are professional grade. That is the moment of the week. Caller Phillip is enshrined in our show Hall of Fame forever. Red Wings.
And I told you, you'll be able to use it for various things.
Absolutely. Wings, Hurricanes tonight. So, Kenny, are you still in die phase? Yes?
Absolutely. I'm in die phase now.
Just lose. David, ticket text, and then what do we got? Rieger down there?
Yeah, he's down there. We'll see if he shows up. Things are a lot going on downtown right now. Best thing.
April.
Okay.
Best thing was the Tigers' win on our son's birthday. Worst thing was Dingler dropping the ball at home plate.
Okay, all right.
Someone else says, Rico, I got a speeding ticket yesterday. Should I tell the judge it was the White Sox fault? That is from Jason.
No, I want you to say that to the judge.
How is it possible that Harvey's jersey price is higher than his OPS? Scott in Carlton.
We're good. We're all set. We'll talk to everybody Monday. Oh, man. No, and I understand there's a backlog of jerseys. I just know there are children around the world who are impoverished who would appreciate an official MLB jersey, and they don't know who Harvey is. You can't have those in the team store. There's no way people are buying those.
I think they bought a ton, and they just haven't moved them. And, Mike, they're going to be selling those things when he's long gone.
You can't have more of those than Carp jerseys. I'm sorry. It's an injustice to the fan
considering
base.
there were 0 Carpenter jerseys, you just needed one Baez to make that a false statement.
So what happens? First, you get Carpenter jerseys or they get torpedo bats?
Look, I saw Riley Green commented on the Torp bats. Look, it's a very uneven thing around the league. I don't know. I don't know if the Tigers will make that move.
I mean, it was funny because going back, Cookies and Jansen had AJ on this morning, and he was just kind of like, look, it's psychological. There's no major advantage of the bats. If you feel better.
Okay, and there wasn't an advantage to a garbage can. I've heard enough. The torpedo bat is science. I am trusting science.
That's not me.
Torpedo bat.
He was just like, if you feel like you can hit better, then you'll hit better.
Yeah, but guys are hitting better. Like, it's science. There's more volume and more weight to the most used part of the bat.
I'm just, according to AJ, you have to reconstruct your swing.
Yeah, well, you know what? He's also the guy who guaranteed Gleyber Torres second base. I don't know what to tell you.
I think the Yankees sports science department is a little bit more locked in to the science of the torpedo bat.
The guy who designed the torpedo bat won a Nobel Peace Prize as a part of a research team. MIT. He was a prof for 7 years. I'm going to go with this Aaron Lehman guy over AJ. No disrespect. Hell of a manager, Nobel Peace Prize.
He won a Nobel Peace Prize, but we were playing the White Sox.
Stop it.
The torpedo bats are real. I will not live in a world where they're not. I love them.
Didn't know I was hitting a hot button topic.
I love them. Ellie Dela Cruz sampled a torpedo bat, 7 RBIs.
I was just commenting on the interview I heard this morning with Costa and Jansen.
Don't dare ask if Gleyber could move to third. Yikes, poor Jim.
You know what? He did, and I give him credit for that.
Well, it's not a
no. It wasn't
not a gotcha question.
No, it wasn't. It was the people want to know, and he asked the question. He didn't dance around it. It wasn't one of those. Well, I hear. He just said, "Hey,
any chance? I mean, we have no third baseman healthy. You think you can move the guy?" That was a flat no.
Yeah.
Yes, David.
Someone says, something's going on. Just left a local store, and they also don't have Carpenter jerseys. What is happening in the city?
I don't know. Look, he's the official player of this show. All right? The shelves have to be stocked.
Maybe it's coming up in a few weeks with the food order.
You got to let it go. Maybe they'll have food tomorrow. I don't know.
Right. Maybe you have Carpenter jerseys tomorrow.
That audio. Can I have the audio one last time? It was the moment of the day for me. I mean, poor Daniela Bruce got set up badly here because the 1901 Club was open, and it wasn't exactly a packed house in the expensive seats, and we think we may have figured out part of the problem. Take a listen to this. I'm sorry.
I promise you, when the cameras were off, she's I told them not to ask me that question.
Man, they set her up bad. Okay. Rieger is down at LCA.
What's up, boys? How are we?
What's
Happy
up, buddy?
opening day.
Yes, Carpenter, homer off a lefty. More.
Yeah, who'd have thought, right?
Play him every day.
I heard your question. Tell me something you like. Tell me something you hate. By the way, I think those seats, I think they still were able to get food, right? They could have walked around and got a hot dog or a slice of pizza, I got to believe.
That's not what you're paying for.
That is a hell of a day at the ballpark. Hell of a day. But I do wonder what you saw in the 8th inning. If you choose to focus on the positives, a lot of those, or the one big negative, which is this defense is going to be a problem all season long.
Well, until Parker Meadows comes back for sure. Obviously,
Well, that's not
Vierling
gonna
could
be
help
anytime
with it.
soon.
I know.
Right.
Rieger, I don't know what to say. It really is shocking. And the Kreidler thing, if you're going to be up here and you can't hit, you have to be an exceptional defensive player.
So I asked AJ after the game, he'll ring the horn and all, but I'm like, do you think the spacious Comerica Park Center field, maybe he just needs some time to get used to it? And he said, well, I really don't blame him for that play. So he didn't think it was a bad play. And then he also said he put him in there because the game was out of hand to kind of get him some reps in center field.
So good.
And
the regular season is now the Tom Amansky baseball video clinic. Good.
Well, I have more, though. I feel like I'm reporting from the game. Jeff Rieger has more. He'll be in center field starting tomorrow as well. So there you go.
Fantastic.
But you know what? It's okay, Mike. You want to know why?
It's the White Sox.
Well, it's the White Sox. So you probably get the win. Exactly. But no,
It's
the
athletes in
defense.
action.
By the way, you guys can't slander Javi Baez because they took the error away. Scorers officials, the official scorer said it was just a fielder's choice.
Yeah, I don't care. Official scores, hometown discount, they never give errors out. I don't care. I watch the
agree with
play.
you
All right, what's coming up next?
Oh, we're just going to ask the question. Opening day, festive atmosphere. We're here at LCA. Wings getting ready for their death march. Trying to win a game, down 6 points with 8 to go. But do you choose to focus on the negative or do you choose to focus on the positive with the Detroit Tigers? Because I think there's some of both.
There is. I need him to be 500 when we get an update on Parker Meadows. Just hang in, man. Just battle. Stay 500. Nobody's going to run away in this division. I'm fine. I'm very even keel about it. But the defense, yeah, it scares me. It's going to cost them games.
Yeah. No, I agree. But the offense, my goodness. Again, I understand it's the White Sox, but Kerry Bonds against the lefty. Riley Green is smashing the baseball. It's good to see.
Hey, here. This one's for you, buddy.
Yeah.
Rieger
I
is
ran
next.
very fast coming here trying to make it in time for this crowd. I'm sweating over here for crying out loud.
Glad you made it, Rieger.
Yeah, anything to talk to you guys.
We'll
I would
talk
run
to
through
everybody
anything.
Monday at
Goodbye.
2. Rieger is next, 97.1.
Natural Way Lawn and